There is a very simple solution. If your Pitru is in Pret Yoni, then you can go to Kashi where there is a Pishach Mochan Kund, where to acquire the soul of a Pret Yoni, a great power has established a Shivling, did a puja called Darpan Shrad. And since that day, from the ancient times, after this puja was done, the people who died in accidents, the people who are dead and became Pishach, the people who turned into ghosts, for these people in Kashi, in the Pishach Mochan Kund, there is a Vishesh Darpan Shrad. Any person who doesn't mention his name and the village name, I will not be answering his questions. Because if you do not mention your name, I won't be able to recognize your horoscope. And by knowing the village name, I can know the power of Kshetra and I can tell how far the Kshetra is. So that is the reason whoever is not mentioning their name and address, I am not going to entertain any questions from those people. So Jalpan Joshi, to rescue your Pitru from Pret Yoni, go to Kashi. Or else on the day of new moon, or if you know the date on which the Pitru has left his body, the Tithi of that day. If you know the Tithi, then go on Tithi, otherwise go on any new moon day. And especially if you go there on the new moon day of Shrad, it's even better. On that day, you go to Kashi in the Pishach Mochan Kunda by selecting the appropriate priest. Do the Atma Shanti Pitru Yoni Mukti, or else you can also do Pitru Yoni Mukti Vidhan. I have noticed it many a times that Pishach Mochan Kunda uses the correct Vidhan, so surely you will be getting rid of the Pitru Pret Yoni problem. Now, we have Ruhi over here. I'm reading, child. What are you doing? Sakshi, my child from Indore, is asking a question. My birth name and the name on my documents is different. Which horoscope should I follow? You see, the horoscope will be according to your birth name. The horoscope which was there at the time of your birth, that horoscope will become the sun of your life. Pay attention and understand what is the difference between these two lines. Whenever you are looking for a horoscope, whichever zodiac sign was at your birth is your correct zodiac sign. But if you see the effect, then the name by which many people call you, or the name that can be said to be in continuous use, this name is taken by many people thousands of times, the energy of this name will start showing its effect in the environment. If you want to see the effect, then the effective name is the one that is used continuously. But when you want to see the horoscope, you have to check the zodiac sign of birth. The firefly's solution to Pitru should only be done in Pitru Paksh. I have already cleared this in my earlier videos, that you have to only use this solution in Pitru Paksh. And from Naryad, my son Mayank is asking me, I want the knowledge of Moola Mantra, my son. Now these are the times of online things, my son. That is why you are asking me, sitting at home. Come to the saints and serve here for a while. Prove your credibility. Prove your righteousness. How much of virtue is left with you since your last birth, that also has to be assessed. And after doing that, the priest will give you the knowledge on his satisfaction. This is the knowledge that you ask after serving with your whole heart. This is not Amazon store that you sit at home and order stuff. So my son, you have to do the serving part first and then you can ask for this knowledge. And even after serving, there is no guarantee. The mantras are given to the right person because of his righteousness. If you are the right person, then even tonight in your dreams I would come and personally give you the mantra. But even then, you should go to a saint and serve there and then you get the capacity to ask for it. Now, we have Varsha Parekh here from Bangalore. She is saying, Gurudev, show me the right guidance towards a good job. Varsha Parekh. So, according to your name, the zodiac sign must be Taurus. And since last 3 years, she is being troubled by this name or the place where she stays, in Bangalore. So the woman is saying she is suffering since last 3 years and she has suffered many problems in last 3 years. But now, the solution I am giving to you is, on Wednesday. So starting from this Wednesday, take a kg or half kg of green grapes. After buying, you have to distribute them to the poor people or the homeless people. You have to continue this for 5 consecutive Wednesdays for the result. Once you do this, you will surely secure a job. And as soon as you land the job, you will come to Krishnagiri and definitely visit Ma Padmavati. And if this is for sure, then your betterment is also for sure. Jai Ma Padmavati. Now, the next question is from Khushbu from Gujarat. Nadia is saying, the Shivling is coming in my dreams since many years. How should I worship now? The Shivling visiting you in your dreams is a sign that Shiva is blessing you. How must I worship? I am not able to understand that. Whoever is getting the dreams of Shivling, you should start worshipping Lord Shiva. The worship of Shiva, the chanting of Panchakshari Mantra, in the evening or in the Pradoshkal, you have to visit the Shiva temple. And then you have to worship Shiva and Parvati. You have to do this continuously because the people who have Shivlings coming in their dreams, these people have the blessings of Lord Shiva since their last birth. And then you, Khushbu Belani, who is asking here, right in front of your house, as of from what I can see from here, right in front of your house, there is a banyan tree. The tree that stands there should always be watered by you. This will surely bring betterment to your life. Jai Ma Padmavati. These were fitted together. How did they cut off? Little bit. Well, stop it. Yes, stop it. On Friday, you have to do a diya to which there are 8 flames. So there should be total 8 flames. Or should you double it to make it 16? How should it actually be? Renu Dankar. Now next time if anybody is asking questions, then please put your name and your village name on it so that I understand. And your question was, should the flames be 8 or double? What do you have to double in this? You should take 8 threads. Now just fold them. They are already 8. So they are 8 times. There is no question of doubling it. Now there is no further problem. Just take one thread to become 8. And then merging those 8 threads together, you have to create one flame. There is no need of 16, my son. That's it. It's done. Next. Now somebody is asking Gurudev, my name is Harish Ahuja and I am from Rewa, MP. A member from his family is committing adultery. Now he has written about it, but I would not like to speak it out loud. So he is saying a member is committing adultery and I am suffering from last 5 years. So listen, when Rahu comes in the lower position, adulterous affairs start taking place. And in whichever house, mostly, like when we enter the house is facing to the east. That means when you look from inside, the house is facing east. When you look from outside, the house is facing west. And when you are entering such a house, the stairs to the house are falling on your left. In such houses, adultery happens. The house on its own starts creating adulterous affairs. Adulterous affairs happen because of Vastu Dosh. Adulterous affairs happen because of Griha Dosh. So to rid yourself from such kind of adulterous affairs, you, on Ravivar, that is Sunday, on Sunday you have to offer your prayers to the wood apple tree. So you have to pray for such person who has adulterous affairs. Remember such person and pray to Lord Shiva. Go to the wood apple tree at sharp 12 at noon or else in the evening in Pradoshkal. Offer some water, some milk, wood apple leaf, do diya and offer your prayers to the tree. You will be rid of this adulterous affair and your suffering will be gone. There is nothing more to think about it. So say with me, Padmavati Mata Ki Jai Ho. Now, Prabhasha Soni. Gurudev Namaste. Someone has built a shop for my mother, but it is not running as it should. So tell the solution to this. My name is Chetana and I stay in Indore. Your mother's shop has already been built. So you pay attention in any place, Bhairav's place. As you stay in Indore, wherever there is Bhairav's place, in such place, you have to take black gram to such place and place it besides the feet of Bhairav. You keep the black gram and the day to do this is Krishna Paksh Ashtami or New Moon Day. So on that day, that is Ashtami or New Moon Day, keep the black gram besides Bhairav's feet, offer Bhairavnath coconut, sweets, light a diya, do some puja and please Bhairavnath. And the black gram which you have offered, ask the priest to give it back to you. And when you open the shop and after running for the whole day when you are closing it, take the black gram, swirl it and throw it in the shop. Let the grain scatter all over. Throw it away. And keep doing this for the next 6 consecutive new moons. That is once on every new moon. within those 6 new moons without doing any other solution, without any expenditure, without any significant hard work, even if there is any black magic done to you, then even that will be vanished and the blessings of Bhairavji will start showering on you. The shop will start running. So yes, I have given you the solution, but from next time, do not ask me question about your mother or your father. Only ask me the questions related to yourself. You only ask about yourself because if you keep asking about the world, to whom all am I supposed to answer? And Krishna Mehta from Gujarat is asking me, how to save relationships. How should we keep our relationships and how to save the relationships that are about to fail? Now it is very easy, my son. Now I believe in the power of God, in the power of planets. But the thing in which I believe the most is the power to control my own mind. Because the person who keeps his mouth in control or thinks twice before he speaks, the relationships of such person will always stay intact. And the person who speaks rubbish without thinking will always spoil his relationships. So, I would suggest you, if you want to save your relationships, know the power of patience first. The person who is patient will think about the sentence which he is about to speak and try to please the people around him with a limited talk. Such person's relationship would not spoil. But even after taking all these measures, if you are losing relationships, then firstly, I won't be able to believe what you're saying. Because I am of the belief that if you are well behaved, then even ghost can have a good relationship with you. But many people are not ready to accept that they have mistaken in their life. They always say that, Maharaj, I am always right. The problem is with my wife. The problem is with my husband. The problem is with my family. That is what people say. If from every angle you are on the correct point and still the relationships are not lasting longer with you, then it depends on what relationship it is. If it is a father, then worship sun god. If the relation with mother is spoiled, worship moon god. If brother-sister relationship is spoiled, then worship the Lord of Mars. If the relationship with grandparents is spoiled, worship Rahu, or else worship Ketu. If the relationship with children is spoiled, worship Mercury. So in this way, you can worship a particular planet and repair your relationship. So now you have to decide which relationship you have to save because you have not mentioned over here. So talking about relationships, I think you should be worshipping the sun god. You have not mentioned which relation exactly, so I cannot tell you, but this is what I feel. And Vikas Jha from Delhi says that he has hardship in studies. Whoever, while watching this video, is having hardships while doing their studies, anything related to study is connected to planet Mercury. All these things like arts, music, education, also the capacity to become an IPS, dancer, actor, cameraman, anchor, musician, even a preacher. In this world, whoever wants to become something has to worship Mercury. And the speciality about Mercury is that it can be worshipped by a person with any of the zodiac signs out of the 12. Because if you have any problem and you are worshipping the planet opposite to it, then that worship will bring adverse effects to you. But the Mercury has such a speciality that if a person from any of the zodiac signs worships it or worships the day of Mercury, that is Wednesday, with the mantra Om Brahm Brim Brahm Braha Budhaya Namaha is the mantra of Mercury. But this mantra can be chanted by any person having any zodiac sign and there will be no adverse effect. Because Mercury, when attaches with any other planet, it increases the power of that planet and also gives up his own power to you. So now if you have a problem in studying, then what you can do is, in your baby finger, either using gold or silver, whatever suits you or whatever is your capacity, you can wear a panna or jet green. And if you are struggling with the studies, particularly on the day of Wednesday, you can donate things, whatever is your capacity, either a small donation or a big one. And you can try to study harder or comparatively study more than other days on a Wednesday. So on Wednesday, whatever activity you do will prove to be beneficial in longer run of time in any field. Say Padmavati Mata Ki Jai.